Let's work with the next trigger, which is on click. Go to the pop-up settings all the way to the left and select display conditions, and you will see our previous setting is on page load for the trigger at 5 seconds. Go to the drop-down and select on click, and you will see it will replace what is happening on your page. On click is really good for when you have a funnel set up. If you are taking people from one section to the next section to the next section on their page, and you have interactive elements. For example, you have on-click pop-ups on your site. This you want usually when you can see people are engaging with your site. They are clicking all over your site. They are looking at more stuff. They are working around your site. And then you feel really excited, like, hey, these people, let me give them something. Or let me encourage them. Just remember, you do run the risk that if people don't click at all, they are just scrolling around, especially on a mobile device, that this pop-up will not appear. So you really have to think of why you want to use the on-click. Is it to encourage more engagement? Or is it you have a kind of setup with a lot of information, people will go around, and you only want to get to those customers, that audience that is making an effort to learn more about your product or your services or the information on your website. That is what the on-click, I think, is more or less for. Here we go, clicks. So you're going to be using this very sparingly. Again, it depends on the levels of information and engagement you want with your site. I'm just going to go for 2 clicks, and we will click on save. And once it is saved, let's go to the front end. This is our website. Reload it. And as I'm going to scroll, the first thing we notice is that nothing is loading based on time. It's just this website that I've created. Nothing is happening. But here is a very good example, is that I have the section here with a video. And this should count as 1 click, right? And there I clicked on the background now, and that was our second click. Let me just do that again so you can fully understand what we are doing. And this is actually a very good example of what I mean by engagement. If you have a number of videos or you have PDFs that people can download on your site and you have your visitor engaging with this stuff, that's when you give them that pop-up. Again, I will click here on the play, and this is going to count as 1 click. So when I pause the video, it's not going to count as a second click. And if I go around and like, ooh, who's this guy? And maybe I have an on-click pop-up here and I click on Jeff Bozo, then it gives me my second click, and there is the pop-up. And that is the trigger for automatic pop-ups in terms of on-click. You set it in how many times a visitor will click across your site.